Module 6, Objective 7 asks that we identify the main components and significance of the limbic system. The limbic system gets its name from the Latin limbus, which means border, and it refers to the fact that the limbic system is found between the diencephalon, so we have the thalamus and the hypothalamus on this side, and the cerebral cortex. So it is at the border of these two great systems, the cerebral cortex or the cerebrum and the limbic system. And the function of the limbic system is to establish our emotional states. In addition, it links our conscious functions of the cerebral cortex with our autonomic functions within the brainstem, and it also plays a role in the storage and retrieval of memories. While there are lots of structures associated with the limbic system, we will only note a few. Within the diencephalon, we have the anterior nuclei of the thalamus. If you note back in our review of the thalamus, one of those groups, the anterior group, is associated with emotion. And then we have several regions of the hypothalamus to include the mammillary bodies right here, as well as some other hypothalamic nuclei. In terms of the cerebral components, you can see here that there's several regions of the cerebral cortex. I don't think we've defined this term before, but the cortex of any organ is the outer layer. So if you were to look at an orange, for example, the rind of the orange would be the cortex. It's just the outer layer of that structure. So when I say cerebral cortex, I'm referring to the outer rind or the outer layer of the cerebrum. And we know that our cerebral cortex is highly wrinkled or convoluted to increase ultimately the surface area of that structure. So within the cerebral cortex, there's a lot of cortical regions. There's a lot of regions of cortex that are associated with the limbic system. And again, my goal is not for you to sit down and memorize all these individual functions. Namely, for this objective, I'm wanting you to understand the functions of the limbic system, both in the establishment of emotional states, as well as the conscious functions as it links to the autonomic functions of the brainstem. And then thirdly, through the retrieval and storage of memories. And then know generally where this is located. And again, it's at the border between the diencephalon, regions of the diencephalon, and the cerebral cortex.